Hello guys, today we're going to take a look at an alternative offering by Alcatel, the Alcatel One Touch Idol Ultra. The Idol Ultra is a phone with a 4.7-inch display. It's an AMOLED display with an HD resolution of 1280 by 720 pixels and a pixel density of 316 pixels per inch with Dragon Trail glass protecting the screen. The phone comes at only 6.5mm thickness and is powered by the MediaTek 6577 chipset. It's a dual-core chipset with 1.2 GHz Cortex A9 cores and comes with a PowerVR HGX 541T GPU. The phone has a battery of 1800 mAh and packs quite a lot of punch inside it. Now let's take a closer look at the Alcatel One Touch Idol Ultra. This phone was originally uncovered in CES 2013 and the company made it available for the public in April of 2013. It has its own UI inside it, powered by Android 4.1 Jelly Bean. Now let's take a closer look at the Idol Ultra. As you can see, the phone is very thin, just below 6.5mm, and has a camera of 8.5 megapixels. There you can see the bezels of the phone. At the lower end of the phone we have just a microphone. At the upper side we have the receiver for the phone calls and the front-facing camera and other two sensors. There we have a volume rocker, and up in the device we have the power button. Checking the back of the phone, we have an 8 megapixel HD shooter, followed by the One Touch logo in the middle, and in the lower end the Alcatel branding with some serial numbers, and of course the speaker of the phone down in the left. Turning the screen on, we have to take a look at the wonderful AMOLED display. You can see how punchy the colors are, and the three capacitive buttons at the lower end of the phone, which is a back, a home, and a recent apps key. Now let's dive into the UI of the phone. There you can see Alcatel's own settings menu and the Android version of 4.1.1 Jelly Bean. It's not quite the latest version of Jelly Bean, but it's quite enough considering the processor powering this phone. There you can see several other informations about the phone, and of course the screen brightness, which can be turned on very high or very low. Let's turn this back on a little bit. There you can see the Wi-Fi menu of the device and the recent apps menu. One bad thing is that you have to swipe all of the apps to close them. There's not a close all icon anywhere. And there you can see the home screen of the device and the power widgets of the phone in the notification center. Now let's take a closer look at the camera of the phone. We have a set of keys right here, and we're going to test the camera. As you can see with your own eyes, we have plenty of light to work with, so the camera displays the colors very accurately. Let's take a close-up of the keys. You can see the strong flash the device has too. and as you can see, the details are absolutely wonderful. One thing with this device is that you can't zoom quite enough. It stops you from one point after. Moving on to video, we have HD resolution recording, and there you can see that you can take pictures while recording video too, and you have the options to zoom in. There you can see the options for the video menu, and hitting that button will give you more options, such as the quality of the video and the duration that you can have. There you can see the camera options, and hitting that button will give you more options about the camera. So that was the camera. Moving up to game selections, we have to say right now that we are a little disappointed about the Idol Ultra because it's powered by last year's chipset with an ancient GPU, so it doesn't quite handle games with so much ease as the recent flagships. Here we have minion runs, for example, and you can see for yourself that the graphics are turned down at their lowest point. I cannot say that the game doesn't run smooth, but the graphics are no comparison with phones such as other Chinese phones with MT6589 chipsets or up. In fact, you can see that in these graphics the game doesn't lag at all. Next in our list is the Asphalt 8 game, and here we saw the most impact in performance due to the phone's chipset. So you can see for yourself that the loading times are bigger and the graphics are turned on way down for us. So let's hit the play button in one of the races right here, and let's start a race. You can see right from the intro how choppy it is. And let me remind you that the graphics in this game are turned way down. We are at very low this moment. Here you can see that the frame rate is completely unstable, and the phone's CPU can't cope with such an intensive game. You can still play it, I think, but it's not an enjoyable experience. I cannot say how amazed I am with this device's screen colors. It's absolutely wonderful. Now let's see what this device does with 1 gig of RAM and the dual core chipsets in Antutu Benchmark application. So as you can see, this device is constantly scoring about 8,000 to 9,000 points in Antutu Benchmark application, and these are the exact scores. For the CPU we have a pretty mediocre score. The RAM, I cannot say is very low at speed, but not very fast. For fact, it's faster than my Cubot GT99, but slower than other flagships. As for the GPU, it's absolutely terrible. You can see right there, these scores are no match for any other flagship, and you will not be able to play smoothly most games at this phone. You can see there it's right below Samsung Galaxy S2. So if you like this video, please like it or dislike it if you disliked it. And for more content, please subscribe to my channel right below. And until the next review, see ya.